Welcome to the Iron Horse Route, home of the Denver Rio Grand Western. This is Ryan. I'm glad you're here, and if you're not already a subscriber, I want to encourage you to subscribe, because when you're a subscriber here, you get access to a lot of great model railroad video uploads. And so now that you're subscribed, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video upload, which is coming up right now. Hey, good evening, everybody. Sorry for the delay and the start and stop. As I mentioned, hey, Mystic, thanks for coming over here. I apologize. I hope I'd stopped. I got a call from AJ, and I thought, like, it was right when I clicked live. I thought I could stop it before it went live and just go live like 5 or 10 minutes later, and it had gone and started. So I had to do another one. Thank y'all for making your way over here. I appreciate it. And so what I have done is I completed, this is not the new one. This is the first one that I did, but it is done, and I got the windows and all in, and the front on and everything. Probably need to try to get some better light if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. But it's still not good light. But I was able to get this all complete, so I can put it down there in place of Jerry's mill, where it's actually going to go when it's ready. And so the things we changed, Norman made some suggestions on the water wheel that's been changed. The windows have been made smaller. The window panels and the frames have been made smaller. This has been sunk in where it fits. There was a gap there. There's not going to be there anymore, I hope. I also put a loading dock on this side for a truck to load and unload right here. And we've got a chimney over here as well. So we've got some heat added to it. On the other model, the new one, these stairs will actually come off the side and not the front, because on mine, these stairs poked out and went into my one of my tracks. So that's not going to work. So what I'm doing is I'm leaving this here as a placeholder till the one we're about to work on is ready. I sure hope we have audio after I said all that. Hey, Ethan. How you doing, Ethan? I sent you a email, Ethan. If you can respond to that for me, I'd appreciate it. That'd be helpful, and then we can move from there. Do we have audio and everything? I guess y'all would have told me by now. Thank you, Norm. Appreciate you. So what I'm going to do is we're going to switch angles, and we're going to go over here and show you the new one. Do I want this one? No. I want this one. No. I want this one. And I lost the camera. That ain't good. The one I wanted too. There we go. All right. So what we got over here is the new printed model. I don't have the accessories done yet, but that ain't a big deal. What I've got, and I can see y'all in chat over here, but I do have to look over. So for a minute, I won't be able to see y'all. And I know John's got a ball game tonight. I haven't checked on Brother Jerry's schedule. But what I did is somebody made a suggestion that I definitely kept in mind, was to get these windows done beforehand. And so I did that. I've got all window panels and frames in, glued in, and plus. And so those are ready to go. This is what they look like. I'm assuming, yeah, this is what they look like coming off the printer. And so what you do is you just flex them off. like so, and then we can glue them in. And so these are really nice to come like this. They look appealing, especially in the packaging and stuff like that. Really easy to paint them if you don't like the color, and then they're easy to pull off, and there's no boogers and stuff, or very few, because of the way these types of rafts work. And so what I'm going to have to do, and we won't get a whole lot done, but I'm going to be shooting. That's right, Dwight, I do too. I'm going to be shooting a video on my next video upload is going to be how to assemble this guy. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking some of the clips from today, and I'll be implementing them, downloading them and implementing them into the video. Because what I want to try to do is pretty daring, and I don't know if we'll make it real far, but in this order is what I think I'm going to try to do. I'm going to paint the back of these, and then I'm going to, well, they're kind of thick enough. I don't know if light will bleed through or not. Thinking about painting the back of these. And then I'm going to paint these a darker gray, and these a darker gray. And if I paint the back of these, I want to flip them over and paint them. Then once I paint the front, I'm going to apply the window, the glass on the back. Then I want to put the windows in. Now, I don't think that we'll be able to accomplish that much tonight, but that was, a prayer to get that far at some point. Had I been able to come in and start early today and then go on time, we might have been able to do it. That's right. Boogers are very important. They can make these things very painful, including to your nose. And so kind of I really, I guess I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to airbrush live, and that's just kind of crazy as far as I'm concerned. Good, Ethan. And so what I can do is I can switch to this view. Can pull this back this way. And that's probably not bad if I don't get in the way too much. Oh, you did not. Ethan, you actually emailed me back once. You just I asked you a question after you emailed me back. Yeah, you're not kidding, Norman. I will tell y'all I did try to clean the airbrush, but that doesn't mean anything. They are very temperamental. It may or may not work. What I need to decide is if I want to do the backs and the fronts. And I really, this light color, but I'm going to be painting it dark. I think it'll be fine. I think I'm not going to do the backs. But what I do need to find are my glue dots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a glue dot on these pieces. And then I'm going to stick them to this paper. And that way they'll stay still when I'm trying to airbrush them. And this has a roll underneath that I can change. I have the owner's permission to change the paper. That's right. I try to keep the pressure low enough, Norman, where they wouldn't do that anyway, but try was the key word there as well. Let's see what y'all are seeing. Oh, that doesn't look bad. Now, if the airbrush is clean and not too temperamental, it's actually very pleasing and fun to do. But if the airbrush is being temperamental, it's no good. So what I probably did was made a mistake um, in thinking about doing those first. And the reason being is that I'm going to be doing this in a darker brown, and I'm going to be doing the other a darker gray than it currently is. And so I probably want to put gray in the airbrush first. Dwight, don't you think? Hey, Digger, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Um, let's see if I can get this. Now, Digger, this isn't the final version. This is the first version, but this is the one we were putting together the other day. And I have previously discussed all the changes that have been made. I got a chimney here, a loading place here. The wheel can spin, so it could be motorized if we wanted once we want to get into that. And the window panels and frames are smaller and fit in better. And this guy is sunk into the roof and fits into this roof, and this wall, so there's no gap or anything in it. And I'm using it as a placeholder until the other mill, this mill right here, is ready, and then I'll swap them out and I'll just put this up in the print room. That's right, Norman. All right, so I will take this stuff now and do the same thing, but I'm probably going to go ahead and move this stuff off, and I'm going to put the board down, and I'll do these on the board. And I have some airbrush paint. What makes it different is beyond me, but um, I was hoping that it would paint a lot better than the cheap stuff, but it really doesn't necessarily seem to. Now, I mean, it's not the Vallejo stuff, um, or whatever, but it's supposed to be airbrush paint. Let's see. Here you go, y'all. Where's Jerry's truck? Here's the loading area. Chimney goes up here. The actual if that stone looks tall to y'all, the real mill, the real grist mill in Tennessee uh has the stones even a little bit taller than this. I shrunk it a little bit because it kind of looked too tall already, but it has a bunch at the bottom. Yeah, we needed that. That was almost forgotten. All right, now's the part that I really, really don't like. I'm gonna mix some paint and try to see if I can airbrush. Y'all see how exact I do it, right? Haha. I'm too stubborn to do my ratios exactly, and then I complain because I don't get the consistency I like. But I do like to thin it a little. It seems to flow better. Now is when I'm thinking I should have just gone through OBS so I could have had music for y'all. All right, let's see what we can do. Y'all cross everything you got to uh-oh. I'm gonna reprint that piece. I just noticed that. No, we're good. Uh, hmm. There we go. Mm-mm. Y'all, I don't think I'm good enough at airbrushing to be able to do this. I might have to just sit and talk to y'all. Mm. It's just inconsistent. Dwight, you use that Sonic hair thing, though, don't you? Didn't you say you use the Sonicare to clean yours, or some kind of cleaner, the jewelry cleaner? I really want to get better at doing this. I hate that I'm not. This is a tough skill to learn. I mean, in my opinion, of all of them, this has been one of the harder things to. I need to take Boxcar Jerry's advice and watch more videos on how to do it. I'm bad about not watching videos unless something's not working. But I guess this isn't working. It's spitting a little, but not all the time. Just every once in a while. Mm, Time for paint. I need to bring the laptop down here so I can see y'all chatting, which I can do. Just a drop or two of water. Uh-oh. I wanted it thicker, but I hope I didn't make it too thick where it doesn't want to flow. That's frustrating. But I wanted it a little thicker than the last batch. Better. I feel like it is. I'm not going to paint this piece because I'm going to reprint it. Mm. I can't keep it flowing. I'm gonna get this airbrushing down because I don't like that I can't. Hmm. There we go. Come on. I wish I could see what the hell y'all are saying. Y'all might be making wonderful suggestions. the little chimney. Okay, I'm gonna go over and see what I've been missing in chat. Because I am going to give this another go, but I have to. There it is. All right. All right. All right, so that's what I'm reading. What y'all saying now? That's what I wanted to come over here and check out. All right, so let's see. If too much air goes through, compared to the amount of paint it can dry the needle tip and then build up. Corey says, "Hey Corey, how you doing?" Corey says, "I have a special elixir for keeping the needle wet. Flood." Oh, that sounds like I need some of that. Flood flow troll. That sounds cool, or whatever that is. Run a cleaning brush up the intake spout. Take the needle out and clean it. Then the nozzle should be. Yeah, and see, Digger, what's crazy is I did that right before we went live. Um, so I had cleaned it out before we went live. I'm not sure exactly. Um, sounds like the tip has dried paint. Um, when y'all say, okay, I cleaned it out pretty good. All right, Corey, thank you. These are, hold up. Thinner paint, huh, Dave? But Dave, I mean, it doesn't even seem like I'm painting them. The paint's so thin. If I get it too much thinner, you talking about thinner paint and just more layers, Dave? Always return to the off position before you release the pressure. That way, there's no paint left in the nozzle. Oh, that's a great tip, Digger. So I need to turn the compressor off before letting go of the pressure on the nozzle. So, like in this situation where I'm doing these thin layers, if you release pressure and then let go of the button, you don't want it to dry up, right? Yeah, it is. So with a single action, what do I need to be doing? Hey John. No, return the needle to the off position. Then release the button from putting off air. Gotcha. Iwata Neo. Well, the one I got is challenging. I mean, I do want to figure it out, though. It doesn't make any sense that I can't use it well, so I'm going to play with it. Well, Digger, that's what's happening. And so I'm I'm bad about, hey, Stormy Sky, good to see you. I will, Jerry. Let me see if I'll copy it. Can I copy it? No, it won't let me copy it. I'll get it later. All right, John. Have a good one. How's he doing? If you caught that before you left. let's see how these look. I mean, I guess they did get covered a little, but I'm gonna tell you what, it sure seems like a whole lot easier just to use a brush. Oh, okay. Well, it's a close one, John. It's a ball game, that's for sure. All right. So, Digger, now that it's been off, if I want to go turn it back on now, do I need to take it apart since, or what? Or has it been? Well, yeah, I just got to learn how to do it. Well, I got the Posh from Claude and his on his auction, and so I've been trying to learn out how to do it. Okay. Well, you know what I can do. I'm running some cleaner through it, Digger. Um, will that suffice, or does it need to? I mean, the cleaner's flowing through it well, obviously. I'm gonna go back and check chat in a minute. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be holding this down. All right. Yeah, well, so if I can learn how to do mine, yeah, the cleaner went through it. It did. And hey Kyle, how you doing? Well, Brian's gonna try to paint again in a minute. We're getting short on time though. But I'm gonna swap back over to the other view and run another set. Norman, that's a very good point. And one of the things that I don't know is when it's better to use one thing and not the other. And it's if I can get if I could get the airbrush to lay a good flow down, which is just a matter of me practicing, then I'd be okay with using it. I just got to get better at certain things that I'm not good at yet. Um, so let's see. All right. What did I do with the paint? Oh, here it is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. So that's the same amount of paint drops in a little more water than the second time. I'm going to stay on about 15 more minutes. And I appreciate you guys sticking around. I saw Vinny had an announcement video. He looked happy on the thumbnail, so I'm sure he's streaming. I didn't go to his stream only about 15 minutes. I was so tired last Friday. I was only in there about 15 minutes. And that was mobile. But I'm going to go tonight. All right. Turn it on. For our paint. I do have a question I'm going to ask Digger in a minute, but I need to be able to see the answer, so I'm going to wait. I'm reminding myself. It's like I'll get it flowing, and then as soon as I point at the model, it stops. Just did that again. I can't get it to consistently put out paint. There it is, kind of. All right, so Digger, let me ask you this: should I be holding the trigger down, or should I be um, kind of pulsing it? Push the needle off position. Remember to push the needle to the off position before you take your finger off the button. Just the needle. I understand what you're saying now, Digger. You're not talking about the actual compressor, you're talking about the needle. I think I did what I was supposed to do that time. All right, there's no other way of doing it. You have to let it in. No experience with. Yeah, it's a single action. Um, there is some guy that uses these spray cans from Germany or something. It's got like 600 colors. I can't remember who that was, but there's somebody who uses a spray can that you're like kind of like you're talking about, Corey. He gets it from a company in Germany, if I'm not mistaken. But I am just no good with that airbrush at all. I cannot get it to flow paint out at all. I don't know if uh I don't know. I'm gonna watch some tutorials and I'm not gonna give up, but I mean I'm not doing well with the airbrush at all. It's like it's the hardest thing I've tried to learn in our hobby by far. I've not struggled with anything in our hobby like I have with this airbrush stuff. Um, AJ's frustrated with it. I'm frustrated with it. She doesn't even want to fool with it. She wants to use brushes. She's like, I don't even want to use the airbrush anymore. And air comes through. Keep it down. I don't have a way to push the trigger forward. I don't have a double action. My airbrush is my trigger goes up and down. That's it. Yes, Stormy, I am thinning it, and I don't know if I'm not thinning it enough or, but it seems like if I thin it well enough for it to flow out of the airbrush, I'm not even painting the model. So I have a dual action. Here, I'm gonna show you. I'll look very close. I'm gonna hold on. Now it's got this little thing here, and I don't know what that does. This little wheel right here. I guess that is maybe how you pull it out and clean it, take it apart and clean it. I've never undone this part, and that might be something I need to do. But that's it. And I guess what this will control how far down I can push it. So that's it. I don't even know if y'all are able to see that. Yeah, an air leak. I don't know, Stormy Sky. I don't know. It could be that I'm not getting a good pressure through there or something, and that's the problem I've been having the whole time. I don't know. Um, the only custom paint I did in my chassis safety express, and I painted all the cars with rattle cans. Yeah. Well, um, I really want to get to where I could do this, but it's harder than I thought it was going to be. That's for sure. So, do I have a dual action or do I have a single action? I feel like I have a single action. Is that correct? Yeah, because it's an older airbrush. Um, I don't know, Stormy Sky. I'm gonna have to look in the book and check. It seems like what it does is the little wheel, the little knob by the trigger right there that I could spin a little bit. It 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 determines how far up and down I can push the trigger. If I screw it down a little bit, I can push the trigger down further. If I bring it up a little bit, I cannot. So I guess it might be. It sounds like a fluid adjustment or something similar. Um, all right. So would I want that if it wasn't? I will. I will, Norman, and I thank you for saying that. Um, Digger, do you think that I should increase or decrease my airflow? And so, do you feel like I don't have enough air coming through, or should do I have too much? Oh, that's not it, Digger. I was sending this for you. Um, the second one, Digger. If you get time, when you get time, would you shoot me an email? I've been actually meaning to talk to you about a few different things. So, sounds like a limit for the amount of air, Brian. Maybe higher pressure from the compressor. I mean, I got the compressor down pretty low. I mean, the pressure's down on like 10 or 12. What should it be on? Do y'all think it should be up? I just put the pressure up to 15 from like it was actually on like 9 or something. Airbrush not spraying, clog tip, remove tip and clean. Needle not moving, tighten up lock nut 3. Low air pressure. Thank you. All right, well, I didn't have the pressure high enough. So let's see this what happens now. And I might need to go back through and, uh I might need to go back through and clean everything again now, but we'll see. So this is about 15, and which is going to be significantly up if I didn't change this too much. Oh, I went through paint really fast that way, but I think it's painting better. But yeah, I went through a lot of paint. Sorry, Digger. Oh, but I do think that Corey, take it easy, man. I think that whoever we appreciate you coming. I do. Whoever mentioned pressure was right, and so I have made a little progress on the new model. I am going to be working on it most of the weekend and going to be on I assembled it and all that good stuff. And good job, Kyle. Take it easy, man. And I'm going to head over to Vinny's in about 12 minutes or so. And I hope you guys have a good evening. Thank y'all for coming today. I appreciate it. Wasn't real eventful. And I'm sorry I got started late. But when AJ called, I definitely wanted to hear how her day was. They had the Kona Ice people come to school, which means they had snow cones, and the fire department came and all that. So she had to tell me all about it. Thank y'all for being patient. Thank y'all for sticking around. Thank y'all for coming out each Friday. I appreciate you. This has been Foamer Friday, episode 9. And come back next Friday for episode 10. Hopefully, it'll be a good one. We might see if we can't get something exciting going on. And I'll put something in the community post or something like that for you. I did a new short today. I did a new short today, and it hasn't gotten any traction, which is okay, but it's a really good one. I thought it was really good. One of the better ones I've done, and it's like 10 out of 10. So if y'all get a chance, would you go watch one of the shorts between now and the time you go to Vinny's? It's the brand newest short, the one I did today. I don't even think I put it in the playlist yet. I've got a playlist of the whole lap going around, and I've made it over here to John's Mill coming back down, and I did a short today coming out of the tunnel and down right here, down past around John's Mill. And it's a pretty good shot. It really is one of the better 15-second shots I've done. It just hadn't gotten any traction. So if y'all would go watch that for me and see if maybe we can't get YouTube to push it out a little bit. I'll see y'all at Vinny's. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.